And
with Josh.
Josh. Josh has gone on vacation.
Yeah, he
I don't
likes
know.
to come
Has he
back and
moved?
forth.
Like, I don't know. Like,
No, he's still around. He got a job offer somewhere else, so he's in and out sometimes.
okay. Well, might know. Well, you should know. Is that we come from Stratus, really, and as we as it was the war that broke out and everything, so we moved over to Altus, uh, and then over here as the military moved in there, you know, like all this time our grandma was with us because our mom and dad, well, our dad, what actually happened to dad? I never really spoke to him that much. Did you speak to
Uh,
him?
well, yeah, since I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever we were little kids, he kind of started, drinking a lot. Sorry.
Fuck.
He started drinking a lot, and the um, what are the people called that make sure you're doing good with children? I forget. They came over and said that since he was drinking a lot, he wasn't fit to be a father. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And like, and we
Sorry. The reason why I was smirking as a bit is because now I know why you drink all the time. um.
I can
yeah,
I
relate there.
that might, yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well,
Go
you
ahead.
know, uh, and mom, she died after giving birth to
Josh.
Josh. As our father, we couldn't live with our father anymore. We got moved to our grandma. Our grandmother was on our mother's side. You know, pretty great family our mother had. Our grandfather died a few years before Grant was born. We never.
No.
What?
He died before we came here.
But he was alive when we
Yeah.
were on Stratus.
Yeah.
What? What?
Well, yeah.
No, but he was never with. It was never with grandma.
Well, well, never mind.
What?
Grandpa was kind of, a cougar. He liked to go to other
Really?
places with other
Wow.
women.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Um,
know that. I didn't know that actually. I thought
Yeah. Well,
Jesus.
I guess it was kind of weird whenever I got the only invitation. Well, I was the only one from our family that went to his funeral, so I guess that was kind of
I
weird.
thought he was already dead.
Uh,
What the fuck? What the fuck? And I've never been informed of this.
well, now you know.
Wow. Okay. Well, we lived with our grandma and she pretty much raised us. How old were you, Grant, when we went over to grandma's back on all no, back on Stratus? You
What?
weren't you weren't that old. You were like what,
S-
13?
yeah, 13.
Yeah. Okay. And we went over to uh we lived there for a few years, like 2 or 3 years on Stratus with grandma, and then as I said, the Civil War broke out, and we moved over to Altus to was it Agios Dionysus who lived.
Yep.
At least that was where we lived in the beginning, because grandma wanted somewhere close to like a school and stuff, where you could get educated. And then she moved out further out in the country, and then apparently this farm belonged to our great was our great great grandfather,
Yes.
and she knew about this farm. She was here when she was a kid, but we never knew about it. So it was like when shit broke out on Altus as well. We decided to go here. So, we were here, we grew up here for a few years, and then we started going, a few different ways. Like I left. We've all served in the military and stuff like that. And
Yeah, not to butt in here quick that just a little history of the bishops. What happened was um the bishops migrated to um Stratus. They were actually here first, so they all saw that, oh, Stratus, it's all good, it's better than
Nice.
here. So they
Showing
all went
ambitions and
there and
goals.
yeah,
what would you
all
say?
that stuff.
What did you say, Matt?
I'm just saying the typical why people move and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get that.
So they went there, then, babies were born, and then we were born, and then yada yada yada. Now,
Yeah, but
back to the story.
grandfather was from Stratus, wasn't it?
What was
But
that?
grandma was from Lakeside, but grandfather was from Stratus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of happened was Grandpa didn't like his last name, so he went with Bishop. And then they,
Yeah, well,
made
like
Dad. So
bishops were a pretty good family, and grandfather wasn't from a very good family. It was from a pretty poor
yeah,
poor family. I don't even remember their name. It was some, you know,
very
regular
poor,
Greek
very
name.
poor. Yes.
Yeah. And we oh yeah, we just ended up here and fucking grandma, you know. As soon as like when we left and stuff, we continuously got messages from grandma asking if we were all fine and stuff, but we grew up and we couldn't always answer her messages and we had other stuff to do.
And then that one day when
And one day, we all just stopped getting messages,
yeah,
and
Was it natural?
what was
apparently
natural?
it wasn't very natural.
All right, so
Got
let me get into how she died. Okay, so there's a reason why sometimes we get really mad at certain things. It's because our grandma really didn't didn't die how she wanted to. Yes, this is a very very quiet location, but there are a lot of uh I can't think of the word. Um, a lot of visitors that come to this island. So one of the popular places here is the Lakeside Heights, which is really close from here, and someone from Stratus knew that Grandma came here, and well, sorry, um, she's she is no longer here now because of that man. So
Oh my god.
but
yeah,
we've been a pretty tough family always. Like we have an old hunter, stored in the forest not far away from here. I can show you that later on.